Hey guys, Jimmy God here, and today I'm going to be showing you 2 out of 3 versions of the Dan Dee animated Christmas chicken dance duck. So as you can clearly see, I have the Snowman and the Reindeer version. All I need left in the set is the Santa version. And Lord knows how difficult these characters can be to find. I'm not sure if one's going to pop up anytime soon. It could happen, you never know. So I got the Reindeer version first, and then the Snowman version immediately popped up afterwards. So I decided to get them both because, I explained this before in my, review of the first Chicken Dance Duck from 2007 that, I really wanted to get every single variant of this character because there's quite a few to go around. I still have that first version I just mentioned, and I actually found and bought a graduation version at a thrift store a couple years ago, but I don't really know what happened to it, but if I ever find it again, I'll be sure to make a review on it. But it's structured pretty much the same way these guys are, except it's pretty much a mixture between these guys and the Easter version, to put it simply. So, as far as mechanical repairs goes, it was nothing major, really. I didn't really have to do anything to the snow duck, but we'll get to him in a second. As for the reindeer duck here, when I first got him, something was rattling around inside of him. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then suddenly, out of nowhere, his mechanism got stuck. So I tried to fiddle with it and it wouldn't budge. So I had to completely dismantle this guy just to see what that piece was. And it turns out it was actually one of the spinning knobs that makes the arms move. It had somehow slipped off the square shaft, so I just put it back on. And oddly enough, it didn't have a screw to connect the arm piece to the knob. So luckily I found a screw that was just the right size to connect the arm piece to the square shaft knob. Put it back together and it's been working great ever since. Now, as for the snow duck, I didn't really, repair him, but I did disassemble him fairly recently because, hear me out on this, his mechanism did sound smooth and fine at first, but recently it started to get very, very noisy. I don't know why or how. I was beginning to think that maybe the gears were starting to, fall apart or something, like maybe the gears were coming out of line. So I went inside this gearbox and checked, and everything seems to be fine. So I've come to the conclusion that the grease this guy once had is starting to pretty much evaporate into non-existence, so I may have to give it some new grease at some time. As long as it doesn't affect the gears negatively in any way, I'm not gonna really, mess with it. But yes, both of these guys work absolutely great now, and I'm very happy I managed to get this far with these guys. As far as, collecting them, that is. They both dance and play We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and then the Chicken Dance. And we're gonna get to that in just a few minutes, but I want to take a look at the tags. I'm going to focus on the snow ducks because it's kind of important. There's a little detail in there I want to show you guys. Try me. I play and dance. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And the chicken dance. 3 AA batteries included. And underneath it says, Hug and Love. You pay only $9.99. Now what's interesting about this is that the Hug and Love logo could be found on some of Kids of America Corp's items. Mainly on the tush tags. So I was thinking at first that maybe Hug and Love was like a secondary company to Kids of America, kind of like how Magic Power was. However, seeing it connected to the tags of a Dan Dee item leads me to believe that Hug and Love is more than just that. They're probably a distributor for a certain retailer that I don't know of that actually sells certain items like this. And that's really all the information I can convey at this time, but any more information on Hug and Love would be greatly appreciated. And it doesn't really say the date when this guy was released, but that's okay. I kind of already know when these guys were released anyway. 2006. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and, put the snow duck off to the side. Put the rain duck in the spotlight. And let's go ahead and play him. Alright, now let's move on to the snow duck. Honestly, I still have my skepticism on why that mechanism sounds so noisy, but it's nothing super problematic at this time. Alright, let's get an up-close look at the details. There's the, some would call it creepy, but I call it creative, duck face. And I'm not talking about the Instagram duck face either. There's the top hat, it's kinda beat up. There's the scarf, nice little snowman costume he's wearing, the little, webbed hands, which further emphasizes the point that these guys are in fact supposed to be ducks, not chickens, or plastic-headed chickens for that matter. There's the back. Oh, and also, a good friend of mine, Entertainment Infinite, just so happened to have found this version, this exact same version as well, but he hasn't made a video of it yet. I don't know why that would be. Now on to this guy. Still got that duck face. Oh boy, I think it's getting a little bit of paint loss on that eye there. I'll have to work on that. But there's the scarf on this guy. I actually had to re-sew the scarf because it was starting to come apart in this area, I believe. Yeah, it was somewhere around here. There's the antlers and earmuffs attached. It's actually stitched on. There's actually little holes in this one's head, like right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole right there, and it's sewn in to attach to the head that way. Here's the back, the Dan Dee tag. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and play both of these guys again. Just let me get them in a good position, and we'll go ahead and play them both at the same time. And go. And there you go, guys. That's the Dan Dee animated Christmas Chicken Dance Ducks. Like I said, really happy to have, like, 2 versions of the 3 that exist out there. So, after I get the Santa version, I'll have the Christmas series crossed off my list. Then I gotta find the graduation version I, got a few years ago, if I can find it. If not, I can always buy another one, and, that's not easy. And then, there's actually another version that looks just like the Easter version, but it has the hands. But that one pretty much has the talking voiceover of the song. And once I get that guy, I'll have pretty much every single variant of the Chicken Dance Duck. Unless there are Halloween variants, which I'm pretty sure there are. Like, there are Halloween versions of the mini chicken, so I'm pretty sure there's Halloween versions of the Chicken Dance Ducks out there. And those are probably the hardest to find. Knowing how rare Dan Dee items can be, that wouldn't surprise me in the least. But anyways, thanks for watching.